everyone. I'm sitting here in the Listowel Arms on this beautiful Saturday afternoon talking to Julian Gough. Hi Julian,
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Listowel.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, you've been here before though, haven't you?
I have, and they must have lost the records because they invited me back.
Julian, you've been a man of many talents. You started off in the world of indie music with Toastic Heretic. Now you're an acclaimed novelist, member of the Twitterati. So your creativity, where does it stem from, and how do you keep evolving it? And
Trauma. It all comes from trauma and poverty and difficulty and strife.
yeah.
And trying to get over it.
I'm
an Irish writer. It's from suffering. It comes from suffering.
Did you have a miserable childhood?
Rotten.
Sounds like you had a great 20s though in Galway.
I had a great 20s, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of work done.
No, I spent about 10 years on the dole. Yeah, it was my kind of personal university because they didn't really have any courses in what I wanted to do. Kind of.
Did you say you were a poet and put that down in the form because that usually discouraged them from getting you any job?
Yeah, well, actually, I would tell them how it was going. I'd say I'm writing a novel, this month, and later, well, we're bringing out an album on cassette, and you'd be telling the dole officers how it was going. I said, "Are you making any money from any?" No. But when I do, I'll sign off.
Brilliant.
They were very understanding.
Yeah, that's great.
It was a strange time.
Yeah, exactly. At least it, got you into this world, and
yeah. Well, I knew what I wanted to do. I think they were happy that there was someone on the dole in Galway that was
actually
doing something.
Absolutely, a lot of hippies in Galway. Yeah,
it was a pretty kind of stoner kind of city, and I was very clean living, drinking my pint of milk and working away on my songs and novels. So, as parasitic dole culture youths went,
You were pretty,
it was all right.
You weren't exactly Baudelaire. Yeah.
It was all right. I obviously wasn't squandering the huge wealth of the dole on opium.
Yeah, exactly. So you're living in Berlin now, Julian.
I am. Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you find it really interesting?
I do. It's like because it's like a gigantic Galway in the 80s. It's full of unemployed artists.
Yeah.
It's like a major flashback. Yeah, it's a good city for if you're happy to live on not very much and do your thing, you can really do it.
And very stimulating. And
it's very stimulating. There's always something on. I mean, we had a wet summer last summer, and around the corner from us they were showing every single Charlie Chaplin film in the cinema with a live piano player for some of them and all that. And so we could just, anytime it was raining, you went and watched a Charlie Chaplin film with a piano player, and it was fantastic. And it wasn't even very expensive, So it's good, good town.
So it's a good life for you. So Julian in London, you've got so much acclaim for that.
Yeah, Julian London got it's a kind of it's a weird book. So it's like I don't know how people would react to it, but it got shortlisted for the Woodhouse Prize.
That's right.
As did the first one. So I've got, which was great. For comic writing, so they thought it was funny, so that's good.
And are you enjoying the Listowel this year?
I am,
yeah. So you're giving a talk later on, is it at 4:30 or whatever?
Quite soon, about 1:30, I think I'm going to be reading.
And do you enjoy reading?
I love reading, because I used to be in the band. I used to be in a
Toasted
Heretic. So I'm not really afraid of audiences and microphones, and I love the
adulation.
No, you don't get adulation at a fucking writer's thing. I mean, it's like going to mass, isn't it? We'll suffer here for an hour and it'll be good for us. But I like saying the words and feeling the reaction in the room, because it's because you're used to doing that. You're used to writing song words and singing them, and you can tell when they're working and tell when they're not, and it's very intimate. And
writing is so isolated. It's lovely just to throw the words out there and see how they impact.
Yeah, because you've been going crazy on your own in a room for a couple of years writing the book. And at last you're actually seeing if they like it or not, and it's really good. It's really, I love reading.
Yeah, brilliant.
And also it brings storytelling back to its origins, which is you tell a story in a room, and if they don't like it, they walk out.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's very,
And it's important for you as well to meet your readers, isn't it? And to touch base with them.
I like to cut out as much of the stuff in the middle as possible. Yeah, because publishing is quite an alienating process. Industry. Because it is an industry. It's a it's very much a Victorian era kind of industrial revolution kind of thing that you write your book, and there's such a huge delay while it's turned into a physical object and mass produced and distributed, and you're so far away from the reader that it's great to just get back into the room and
touch base, and no barriers. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. And
the Listowel's great for that.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant meeting you this afternoon. And best of luck with your reading and obviously with your career. And we'd see you back.
You can call it that.
Yeah, it is a career, of course. And
career in the sense of a lorry out of control, no brakes going down the hill.